I know I'm late to the party and everyone's covered it, but this won't be some 3-minute commentary video like, hey guys, today I'm talking about how PACKGOD fakes his videos, and yeah, I think that's not cool. I think it's corny. I Yeah, he's corny for that, and I just think it's crazy that he does that. You know, like he shouldn't fake his videos. I think that's bad and stuff. Uh, so yeah, if you like the video, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more. No, I actually have a lot to say. I used to be a fan of PACKGOD. I wasn't an active watcher per se. I'd only check in and see if he made anything new, which is something I do for a lot of YouTubers. I found a tweet I made in August last year that said, I sometimes think PACKGOD fakes his videos because the people he encounters cannot be real. There are always these NPC ass motherfuckers that say out of pocket shit. Like, I know he doesn't, but man, I have to find these discords these people are in. She deadass called him a poron straight faced. My general thought process was that they had to be scripted in some way, because no one in their right mind will call someone a poron or sit there with a shocked Pikachu face letting someone spew incoherent insults towards you at 300 miles per hour. Eventually, I forgot about it. I'd still watch his videos at the same amount I did before. Then about 2 months prior to Flaze's video, I remembered having those same thoughts. Then sometime later, Flaze Fire's video on PACKGOD popped up in my feed. Something that was a shock to me is how you can go on YouTube and find 2 videos by Overweight Content and Isaac Y Funnies, where he's setting up the interaction between him and the Discord furry, one of his most popular videos on his channel, and they're just there. God damn it. You really gotta wonder why someone would go through all the effort of scripting interactions when you easily could have dipped into an entire genre with infinite potential: video game trolling.
Play with your fucking pussy right now. I'm not fucking playing with you. Shut the fuck up. Come here, play with your fucking pussy. Tiny little fucking whore. I spit on you, you fucking slut. Fucking whore. Grab you by your fucking neck, Nora. Come here, play with your fucking pussy. Fucking slut. You can't fucking take me, you fucking slut. I'll fucking break you. Come here. Now!
I think I just broke
fucking
you.
Slut. Shut the fuck up and play with your fucking pussy. I don't wanna fucking hear you speak. I don't wanna fucking hear you speak.
This is someone kickstand broke after messing with them for hours on end. You can't fake this. Well, you can, but you can't tell me someone will waste hours of their time to set up every encounter, the bases, then perfectly recite this for views. Here's a question for the audience and by extension PACKGOD. If PACKGOD knows some of his videos are fake, some of his audience knows it's fake thanks to Flaze, other sources, and PACKGOD, and the packing victims understand it's a collaboration for the sake of entertainment, then what's the point? Now that the man behind the curtain has been revealed and the magic has been sucked out, why should anyone engage with your content? Although I highly doubt it'll happen, theoretically it could leak it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what? What the fuck? What? God damn it. Theoretically, it could lead to him losing engagement, and that's totally what you want when your #1 goal is entertainment. After coming to that conclusion, I asked myself, what's next? Maybe he'll switch up his content when he makes PACKGOD versus Insane OnlyFans Girl 2. Jesus Christ, look, I know he's roasting that weird bitch who uses her brother to promote her OnlyFans because she's fully aware her body is on a timer, so you can say she deserved it, but like, do you honestly care? If YouTube didn't do anything when Sniper Wolf joxed? What the fuck is wrong with me? If YouTube didn't do anything when Sniper Wolf showed up to Jack's house and doxed him, what makes you think PACKGOD roasting her is gonna do? Will it give you that feeling where you say, finally, someone gave that bitch her just desserts? Thank you, PACKGOD. Even if he goes after people like EDP, Bella the Wolf, or a neo-Nazi, how can you watch this knowing a decent amount of these encounters might not be real? My problem isn't with PACKGOD or its content, it's how it gets made. Not being part of his target demographic is irrelevant because, again, I used to watch him. Not a lot, but enough to find the videos I did watch somewhat enjoyable. I'm sure you're coping by telling yourselves, it's fine, I already knew PACKGOD faked his videos, but they're still entertaining. Are you being deadass right now? You're okay with knowing he's drafting up a storyline to get someone in the Discord server. Wow, that sounds even more pathetic saying it out loud. At that point, I'd rather watch wrestling because at least I can say I had fun watching John Cena rob Randy Orton at Backlash. It's bad enough we have people churning out sloppumentaries as if we didn't know the grooming pedophile doctor was the man behind the slaughter. Let's see, how can I make this about me? Aha! Imagine when I released my Black Morty video, which is my second fastest growing video that boosted my channel to having 1,800 subs and being monetized. I said, the events in this video was a fabricated drama between Shoestring and Black Morty. I'd look like a fucking jackass. What if I lied about Wolfgang owing over $10,000 or how he begged me to take my video down because he thought I made it as a way to cancel him, even though that happened months before my video released? What if Skeeter Jean, one of the top creators catching Preds, said that he scripted every single interaction on his channel? Irreversible career suicide. Better yet, what if Bub Games, Stimpy, Kickstand, or Proximity Chat, people who rely on the reactions from other people for their job, said all of their videos were scripted? Would that not kill the enjoyment meant to be had from their content, thus devaluing it as a whole? Because it definitely would for me, and I feel like the only person who thinks so. Some of you and PACKGOD himself will point out PACKGOD has always been open about this. I shouldn't have to clear this up for anybody again, but I was never a full-on PACKGOD fan. I never joined his Discord, watched him stream, or whatever else he does because I had no interest in anything he put out if it wasn't on his main channel. And I never subscribed to any of his channels either. With all that in mind, how the fuck was I supposed to know PACKGOD was open about this? Not that long ago, he made a video on his second channel about the exact same topic. A channel I forgot that existed until now. It's not like I check the descriptions or comments of his videos or care enough to research this. I barely do that for a majority of the content I watch. I'm not about to start overanalyzing like a schizo because I think everyone I watch fakes their content. You could say anybody's content on YouTube is fake in some way, but there's only one person I know who made Discord packing their entire brand. Think back to when you were in high school. And no, Alex, you can't have threesomes with someone's stepdaughter or flirt with a 14-year-old freshman when you're 24. Remember back in high school when you heard someone getting flamed? You laugh because you hear something funny until you get with, boy, I know you not laughing. Usually that would strike fear into a nigga, but in PACKGOD's case, it doesn't. By scripting these roast sessions, you remove the core fundamentals of roasting. You're not laughing because you know what'll be said ahead of time. You laugh because whatever random thing that was said was funny. You're supposed to be on the fly about this. If you gonna roast niggas, the least you could do is not fake it. And if you are gonna fake it, at least make sure it's funny. Some of the most iconic videos are just niggas going straight off the dome.
You smell like you farted.
Farted.
8 feet on the road, she retarded.
Yeah, woo, whatever. Comedy's subjective. But this nigga talks in Dr. Seuss rhymes. How do you suck the fun out of flaming niggas? Of all things. And I swear to God, if any of you niggas bring up 8 Mile, Super Hot Fire, or Battle Rap, I will eat you. The final act, because... Battle rap isn't scripted. Yeah, they put pen to paper and have time to memorize what they're gonna say, but they do it in a live crowd against someone else. And whoever gets the best reaction wins. There's no live crowd waiting with bated breath, eager to jump for joy when PACKGOD blesses them with PACKGOD versus Insane OnlyFans Girl 2. PACKGOD's videos are kinda like if the game was about to try and roast you. So instead of him getting on that nut ass cut or who the fuck threw that motherfucking busted ass goddamn Adidas, you'd hear,
You look like a motherfucking red rose, white ceiling.
if anything, I'm just disappointed. I wanted to keep thinking these people in Discord were real. I've met my fair share of oddballs over the years. Furries are a dime a dozen, but there's only so many times you can run into entitled emo OnlyFans Discord modding e-girls who would willingly participate in a humiliation ritual with the payment being exposure. I'm kinda mindfucked he'd make his content how he does after being stabbed in the back by a leg. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve his success or he tarnished his reputation, but people will definitely think less of him now that they know this. I had to cut off my childhood best friend over a goddamn vape and an iPad. I know that sounds unbelievably retarded, because it is. There's a lot more to the story than I'm letting on, but I'm saying I can relate when it comes to being backstabbed by your best friend. Seeing his own growth had to be satisfying, and doing that is a complete middle finger to Leg, who vanished. I couldn't imagine being that much of a pussy to my best friend, and I still don't understand why he went through so much effort to act someone he cared about. That's an underdog story niggas wish they could achieve. So forget what I just said. He tried to sell the Void, PACKGOD, and Leg channel for $75K. So he just tried to exit scam for a small bag. Genius plan, Leg. We're never gonna see you on YouTube ever again. I really hope it was worth it. I mean, it's whatever. It's not the end of the world. PACKGOD doesn't seem to mind he's siphoning the life force out of roasting. He's way too big to fall and he took Flaze's critiques on the chin. He could have doubled down, but he didn't. I respect that. One could say that's real nigga shit even. But me personally, after I saw what went on behind some of his most successful interactions, I got rubbed the wrong way. I think it's insulting to your audience in a way, since anyone watching PACKGOD's videos at face value, like I did, would buy into the belief these are real people he just happened to come across. Saying that I'm jealous of PACKGOD's success is a cope to deflect my criticism or anyone else's. Like, I could honestly care less about him being more popular than me. I don't make videos to chase trends or be popular. I do it because I want to. I'm also not saying PACKGOD fell off. If you are saying he fell off, then maybe now's the best time to donate your brain to someone who actually needs it. This nigga has 5 million subs and just cracked 2.5 million views a month ago. I mean, you can say it won't last, which is fair. Do I think it's gonna last? Maybe, I don't know. PACKGOD says he was always open about how his videos are made, even though at face value that's not how he portrays them. Usually a video like Flage's would spark loads of controversy and wind up taking someone's rep or their career. I don't think he can kneecap himself unless he thinks being in PDF format should be his next business venture. The term Discord packing is very fresh to me, so I was unaware it's supposed to be one big joke. It's like this weird subsection of roasting for Zoomers I can't get behind. I understand he's fulfilling a niche, but that doesn't change what I think about it either. By the way, I'm not trying to undermine his talent. I kind of think he partially did that to himself, since he revealed how he makes some of his videos. The accents, the ad-libbing, I think some of the music I listened to was good. I even end up using PACKGOD's and Digbar's BBL Drizzy diss tracks as examples for my own, and I think it turned out pretty good. At the end of the day, here's what I'm trying to say. If any aspiring content creators plan on making content, do what you like. You can ham it up for the camera if you want, make skits like Dashy or Niles. However, if your content focuses on targeting the lowest common denominator of people who exist, and your intent is to sell these experiences as epic owns to your audience, you can save yourself the time and not set it up. I'm also not saying PACKGOD should stop doing what he does. Clearly he enjoys what he does despite having to set up some of the encounters. I'm just saying he could do better aside from, Jesus Christ, Discord packing. God, I feel old when I say that. Does anybody else feel old? In short, if you're like Swag Curb and you want to know who PACKGOD is, he's the guy who got betrayed by his best friend and lost everything. Whether out of sheer determination or spite, he climbed his way to the top, proving to Leg he never needed him to be successful. Although he was always open about how his content was made, presumably you could be easily fooled into thinking these people on Discord he's roasting are real. By the way, if PACKGOD is watching, or if anyone is wondering, I stopped watching his stuff before Flage's video came out. Saying if I don't like it then don't watch it means jack shit and doesn't magically absolve you of criticism either. I don't hate PACKGOD, this isn't a switch up, I'm not Flage's #1 fan, and I'm not trying to ride the PACKGOD hate train if that's even still a thing when this video is up. I'm just a disappointed viewer who used to like PACKGOD's content. You can still enjoy his content, but I don't. Not anymore. I meant to get this video out in May, but I'd still like to thank my $1 patron Brado Brostar and my YouTube member Pudgy the Bimbo. Sorry I didn't do these shoutouts before, I forgot.